Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 14, Week 3. Today, we got ranking of a scrub versus Bean 10. It's Game 2. Last time, Bean 10 followed a good strategy. They followed a good plan. They had some hiccups, but it ended up working out well for them. They also got their original Pause 5 back. We got Cryptic once again. This time, let's see what happens. First ban Pudge is what happens. I guess there's not really a surprise there, is it?
Yeah, that I don't think giving God like Matt Pudge is a good idea. I think he's on a similar level as like a boxes type deal, where just don't give him Pudge. You know, he's still a really good player, but like, why give a really good player one of his favorite heroes?
Speaking of giving a very good player his favorite heroes, it seems that somebody has finally discovered that Cryptic is actually a god.
Yeah, Cryptic plays Dazzle quite well.
Yeah, he plays a lot of things quite well.
It's quite funny watching Cryptic come back after a long time, and a lot of these people have no idea who he is.
He made the rap!
Yeah, he made the rap.
I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be honest with you, Maddie, and tell me if I'm wrong about this, okay? With the constant battery and nerf, do you still think that Undying is a good, like, first overall pick hero? Because I feel like he's
I forget
okay.
What pro player said this, but if a hero has just gotten nerfed, it's still good. It's not like it went from S tier to like either A+ or A tier.
Right, but on the other hand, he didn't just get nerfed. He just got nerfed and nerfed and nerfed and nerfed for about 4 consecutive patches now.
Yeah, but the last patch before that, he had still gotten a fuck ton of nerfs, and he was
10
awesome.
seconds remaining.
Right.
So
instant Snapfire.
I don't think he's gotten nerfed to the point that he's unplayable as a 5.
Oh no,
it's not easy auto win MMR, but it's like, if you can play Undying, you can play Undying.
I'm not saying as like a 5. I'm saying, is this guy still good enough where it's like, if the option is there for a first pick every time you go for the first pick on Undying?
Think about it. Stats. When you see my last Undying game, you'll see what I was all chatting, and it's just defines what the hero is.
That's true, but I mean, on the other hand, I feel like basically every time I've seen it in the last couple of weeks, including the last game, it just hasn't really panned out. Snapfire and Jakiro first up here on the ranking of the Scrubs support lineup. I gotta say, in direct contrast to the last game where I felt like their support duo was quite redundant and just didn't have a lot to help each other, this time I feel like these heroes have similar skill pools but are very additive.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with what you said last game, and it's one of those things that stuns will always be additive. Like, it's never bad to have another stun to follow up your first stun. Speaking
of stuns, we got one of the stun gods himself, Enigma, out here. I gotta be honest with you, I don't like Enigma into either of these guys, but it is one of the Matt classics.
Yeah. It definitely is one of the Matt classics, but I think especially, like, I mean, you think it kisses, you can't cancel Black Hole, but you can just fucking kill the Enigma in Black Hole.
Right.
And that's what both of these supports do.
Neither Snap
did it again, where I really hate first picking both supports. These are two supports. You kind of figure the Snapfire is going to be the 4 out of the 2 of them. Yeah. But it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things.
Oh no, it's 2 strong laners, it's 2 people who are going to have some impact on the game no matter how things go. If you're going to start off by picking 2 supports, pick 2 supports who are going to love you unconditionally.
Honestly, these are 2 supports that I feel fit almost the exact same slots, in that they are strong laners, have tower push, big team fight ult, and a skill shot stun.
Yes.
And nuke. And slow.
And they're also not going to be positioning themselves in fights in a way that they're going to be caught in the black hole with your main core. So they're probably, until Matt gets that, until Enigma I mean, it's presumably Matt. We know
10
Meth is also an
seconds
Enigma
remaining.
player. I'm sitting here saying this like I don't know that. But, you know,
5 seconds remaining.
until he gets that BKB, black holes are going to be really, really hard already. No drop, by the way.
And the Undying doesn't... And, I mean, he can heal with the Soul Rip once if there's creeps.
Radiant team.
It's
Right.
not like a Warlock where there's a guaranteed X amount of heal. So, you know, there's not that guaranteed to
Dire
counteract
team.
all this damage that can go in.
And
then you
there's
get the
a
clockwork.
BKB piercing stun.
Alright, so it's probably a Snapfire mid or a Clockwork 3?
Could be, it could be. I'm going to guess if they're going to be dropping the Clockwork here. Clockwork 3 is still super unpopular,
10
so I would
seconds
say
remaining.
probably we're going to see Snap 2, because Snap 2 enjoys...
5 seconds.
Quite
I
a
mean,
bit
or
more
Snap
popular
3 with a
support.
Clock 4.
Could be, yeah.
I know that's like the Whisper special. Or Tusk would be the other Snapfire 4 partner.
Oh, funny you mentioned that. But either way, yeah, this is getting harder and harder for an Enigma game. On one hand, I really do like the way they picked Enigma here. I think if you're going to pick Enigma anywhere on the board, this is the strongest place to do it. In particular, if you have multiple people who can play Enigma, you can ban out for it. If the bans succeed, you can just go with whatever you're going to do with it, and if they don't, you can flex it. Got Luna here, running the Luna right back. At the very least, if we're being optimistic about things, I do like the Luna-Enigma combo quite a lot. And the Undying can be a good steroid for her, make it so that it's a lot easier for her to win fights against carries that would otherwise just kind of run over her.
5 seconds remaining.
Vice versa, I think if you take these fights at night or while Luna's ulting, Undying absolutely benefits from the extra stats.
Well, what I'm saying is, as well, is like, you know, a lot of times Luna. Let's just call a spade here, right? What's the most classic issue of Luna? You know, when Luna BKBs and the enemy pause 1 BKBs, the enemy pause 1 has just a natural, definitive advantage over her for that time period, and almost nothing's going to change that. But once they get to the point of the game where that's just 6 seconds of a fight, and then Undying can start stealing the strength, then Undying is ripping away a lot of the advantage that Luna just lost, so it's a good combo here. And there you go, Tusk, you were talking
There's
about
the
that
Tusk.
guy.
Yep.
It's
I think this is a
Tusk
really
time.
good combo with any ranged offlaner, and it clearly they're setting up for a god like Matt. Good lane, you know,
10
definitely needs
seconds remaining.
somewhat of a steroid. I mean, technically you could probably flex these
5
two.
seconds remaining.
I've seen the Tusk 5, but I think it's one of those that Undying is much better as a 5, and Tusk does a lot better with farm.
And there's
Here
your
we go
second
with the Doom
BKB
again.
piercing stun.
Yep.
Yeah, Enigma's out of this game. He's done.
Yeah, and this is where, like, I feel like Enigma has finally gotten nerfed to the point where it's not good in the first phase. Like, it's back to its niche
10
status,
seconds
where
remaining.
it second phase it when you have last pick in the
5
second phase.
seconds remaining.
You ban out whatever counters aren't in the game and just call it a day. Because now there's 2 BKB piercing stuns. There's a lot of damage before you even get BKB.
There's a lot riding on Danny, and unfortunately for him, he does not get the last say in this match.
No. You've got the Tusk save, but how much can that really do?
Bit of a tragic spot to be in here. Bit of a tragic spot. You're gonna have quite a house of cards riding on a guy who you get to immediately counterpick with your own mid. Ooh, it's a bit awkward. It's a bit awkward. I do think
Yeah,
you,
putting a lot of... I mean, I'm not doubting that Cryptic and Matt can't carry this as well, and you know, clearly Bean showed that she can win a game, but like Matt had a really good game last game, and now like he's just set up for
complete disaster.
yeah.
I think
this
this
is not a good Enigma game.
I think the Enigma pick would be okay if they had, and in fairness, they didn't have exactly the amount of foresight that they would have wanted, because he would not have in any case known that the Doom was coming out, I don't think.
5
But
seconds
maybe once
remaining.
you see the Snapfire and the Jakiro and the Quirk, just say, Meth, have fun this game, I'm gonna pick somebody who can live.
Yeah.
Put a much lower bar on a hero who's getting very countered out here.
Well, I think this is a 3 Doom, right?
Radiant team back.
Yes,
Fire team
more than likely. So it's gonna be Doom
wait.
Clockwork off.
Yeah, so
Or it could be like Doom
Doom-
Jakiro, like Clock 5.
do mid with the still the snap. Fucking no.
It is going to be awkward laning out this Rankings of Scrubs lineup. Basically, their entire
Yeah.
team so far has been reactive, and that does not make like laning and positioning
5
heroes very
seconds
easy.
remaining.
Yeah.
Interestingly, the bans going out last year are on pause 1s. They're assuming a pause 2 Snapfire, which is a possibility.
That's what feels the best. Like, put the Doom and the Jakiro together, Clockwork 5, and just throw the snap mid.
And get some kind of range carry here, yeah.
Yeah.
Radiant
like,
team picked.
I don't know. Like, Weaver's still in the pool.
Got Tiny.
This is not. I don't know if this is a good Weaver game.
I
A lot
actually,
of burst and a lot of catch.
there's a couple of picks that I know in this game, and I actually do know what this pick is. I could
10
pretend to be an
seconds
expert here and just say, it would be really fantastic if they came out with a Medusa right now.
5
That would be
seconds
awesome. They would totally own this game. But I'm not going to do
Yeah.
that to you.
Choose your hero.
Damn, I'm good!
I mean, like. Yeah. Deuce kind of owns here. Yeah.
There's basically one force in this world that stops Medusa in this game, that's Antonio. If Tiny has a decent game, he can be a good counter to the Medusa here, but he's got the whole world riding on his shoulders. He's gonna have to do it all. He's gonna have to make the space for Bane. He's going to have, because Bane's going to need some space in this game. It's gonna be a very rough lane for her.
Yeah, Danny's got a real
Appropriate enough, he's got a mountain of a task ahead of him.
yeah, that's gonna be hard. And like, I mean, not only does he have to do all these things, but they're also on a timer because Luna in no way, shape, or form outcarries Dusa.
No. Luna is a
Which
good
is my
core.
other problem with like third picking this Luna. Like, you don't know your carry matchup, and you're putting yourself on a timer. If I'm picking a carry blind, I want to at least have like, I don't know, not
Yeah, I mean,
like infinite timer, but I want a decent late game.
In fairness, they had the double pick in that particular phase, so it's like, you know, a fourth pick, it means it comes right after Tusk. So yeah,
No,
I don't know. I don't know if it's very comfortable to pick Luna on this side of the pick phase. I think Luna only
Prepare
really
for
works in
battle.
that round if you have that second pick where you can slaughter there.
I will have to ask US Danny one of these days how he does that. Change the
It's
color
magic.
to the text to your color. I know it's a console command. I just can't find it.
Honk.
No health.
I'll have to look it up.
No heavens.
Well, I
are
tried.
beneath this.
Yeah, that's basically how I feel casting 6 goddamn series is a leak. Especially when I look at some of these little doomed games.
Oh, I don't have to direct anything. I can fucking lounge with my cat. This is great.
30
I gotta be
seconds
blunt,
to battle.
okay? I'm not just saying this because I know the outcome of every series this week, which makes knowing the outcome of this particular game unfortunately inevitable for me. I don't like the Dire lineup. I don't like it at all.
No.
It is
no,
very bad.
This is like, I think 60-40, like minute 0 Dota Plus, just based on the draft.
The battle begins.
They're gonna get first blood though. And Meth's gonna steal it from Danny, which I assume is gonna make Danny a happy camper.
And that is how we do things in the north.
Meth is
being
a first
here,
blood
they're
enjoyer. Do not even like worry about it. That's just
No
meth god.
brains.
No brains.
Dota 2 is a fun and balanced game.
Agreed. Oh,
I'm
mean,
very happy that those voice lines last forever. I was very worried that Valve's gonna take them away from me.
I think there are a couple they got rid of because I noticed if you look at old replays, some of the old ones are like just broken.
Mate,
But,
no, I don't think any of the caster lines got taken away. I haven't heard the FE one in a while.
Yeah, well, if they didn't take any of the caster lines away, then what happened normally, huh?
Not that one. The ones that you bought from TI,
Yeah.
like the Jenkins.
Okay, yeah.
Jenkins
Okay.
FE, you know, all the AOE was the Dota 2 was a fun and balanced game.
Yeah.
Those have not gone away. I thought they were, but Volvo has
Saved you
graced
this
me.
time. Nothing else. It should be at least a pretty solid lane for the Tuscan Enigma. It is the ship
Yeah,
is not
that's
immediately sunk.
That
on
is
this.
like a classic Enigma lane.
Yep. I don't
Enigma
think.
Tusk, Tusk benefits from even when Tusk was the core and Enigma was the 4. It's still that lane combo does not matter who is getting the farm.
Right.
Both heroes benefit from those two heroes.
I would also be a little surprised if Danny had a much worse time against the Snapfire here. He should do okay for himself in this lane, I think, for at least a while.
Yeah,
It's another one where I
think
feel
it's a
like
draw. I don't know.
I feel like
Snap can definitely kill Tiny, and Tiny can kill Snapfire. I think
gonna be
taking
bloody.
out small camps has definitely like brought back these like random ass like Snapfire Tiny mids.
yeah.
I know in different regions that's much more common, but in NA that's like Snap mid is not a very common thing.
I see it personally a lot, but I get what you're going for here.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
SA
I think we had
and
we
C
had
go
we
for
had
this Snap
yeah.
mid a lot, but
Ladle Lads is in a very
has been killed.
bad spot here. Goodbye,
that's
Medusa.
tough place to be. This is where the Enigma Tusk lane is just gonna punish you if you're caught out. Especially with his level 2, if they get it before you, there's no stopping them. And it's inevitably
3,
going to happen because
2.
Godlike Match is going
No,
to...
Paige self-denies on the neutral creep. Meth there probably
God.
should have just held his
And
fire, waiting
there's
for
the
the ice
FE line
shards.
I was talking about.
Yeah, the
there it
FE
is.
lap.
Are you okay?
Are you
Radiant's
okay?
middle tower is under attack.
Still can't believe
I did
Rada
love
cast
that
it with that
anytime
bait.
people played against not Super Rudy, just regular Rudy the Ghost. 5-man spam of FE.
Yeah. Yeah, Randy talks about that sometimes. I'm dying here in a very, very forward position, looking to get some very
As you
aggressive
can
work
be.
done.
You don't
with
give a
the
shit. You
Q.
have Tombstone down, Clockwork, Q does not matter.
Yep.
Maybe you get hit once.
Unfortunately for him, while he was in a very aggressive position, he didn't really get that much done. With okay, that was not the best cogs in the world. Being does not have
No.
high enough attack speed to kill the cog.
No, because usually whenever I fuck up a Cogs' clock, I just yell mana burn, but there was no mana burn.
Yeah, Meth just casually taking a dive there. A bit unfortunate. At the very least, kill does not go to Medusa. God like Matt is immediately trying to turn this around. Salt Dota. Meth just coming right back in for more.
Enough about this Salt Dota thing. Like, what? Can you give me any insight?
You want
Or is
me?
it just his mindset?
You want me to do an impression of Meth answering that question?
I do know meth, so please.
All right, here's the thing, man. It's like all it means is that okay, Medusa's gonna go down. Did not expect that to happen. A lot of lads. Perhaps just looking to get the casual kill on Meth there. I don't know. But either way, all it means is to get salty, like in Dota. Hoser, A.
Yeah.
And when I get
Sounds
salty,
like math.
I always have to go see the Northern Lights.
As a good Canadian do.
It's actually the
But yeah,
most
Ladblad's
Canadian.
getting literally doubled by both of his other cores. Is a collar tug moment in LD2L history.
This is actually the most Canadian offlane in LD2L history, as you've got Meth, who sounds like he's never even heard of milk that comes from anything but a bag. And then, of course, you've got proud Quebec former resident, and probably will be again resident, godlike Matt, who's having his own little fight bottom while we watch this grab up top, with Clockwork going down very
godlike
quickly.
Matt proving that when you have a certain amount of games played on a hero, you just don't care counters. You just play games.
You just do it. By the way, no brains.
No brains. It's
Double kill for the Radiant
I-
safe lane.
Lost in the
People
woods,
think
are ya?
Viper counter to Bristleback. Real Bristleback enjoyers like myself know. Viper, no worries. Silencer, big worries.
Battle Lad's going to take another dive. Battle Lad's
this
currently
is-
0-3
did
and
you,
1.
Do we want to show the net worth?
Yeah, sure. Let's check
Or
it
is
out
that gonna
here.
be? Oh,
Gonna be pretty much
Sag.
same as your last hit total. Like to keep it at last hits in lane. That's usually
Oh yeah, I just wanted to see it. Like, ooh.
yeah. Not the best start in the world for Medusa. If there's going to be any path to victory for being 10 in this particular game, it's going to have to start as good as possible. But this ain't.
But thing is, like,
Right.
these lanes might not go wonderfully, but Cryptic's gonna get out. He's a god. I'm not worried about it. Katsu dead. Cryptic's out. He's using taunts. He's spamming decay. It don't matter. Wizard's getting walked around.
Wizard does not have the.
Bean just gonna get the fucking right clicks off like it's nothing.
Interestingly,
And
Wizard so
Cryptic
far,
shows.
all the way at level 6, Wizard or level 5, Wizard has still yet to actually eat a.
And
eat a
Peter
creature.
does a double kill casually.
You're gonna go back in time to take a look at this.
Yeah,
and Meph
absolutely.
comes down
We need
here
to see
to.
this
Meph
And
comes
there
down
it
here to
is. Look at
rotate
that.
and just one cookie ends this world. Very good positioning.
You.
Very good positioning.
3, 2, 1, kabang! And there it is.
I'd like to point out that was really, really good positioning on the Snapfire there. Basically the perfect
He's
spot.
fucking insane.
The choice of location there. He stood at the exact spot where he was going to be just barely protected by the tower, but he was still far enough out that he just looked like a tantalizing target for Tiny, who did not just like turn around and leave town. Would Snapfire have gotten the kill on Tiny if he tried to right-click away? I don't know, but the chance goes down quite drastically. Tiny comes in, takes some tower shots, takes some artillery fire.
Especially with the level 1 grow, like, he's got so much armor, you just have to burst it.
Scanning.
Right.
And that's what Snapfire does. Gonna fucking hit you with my W, my Q, my R, and that's your day.
Katsu,
Katsu?
being up Bean here, thinking about,
Jinx,
Third
you owe me a
round.
soda?
I owe you nothing.
You owe me your life.
I'm sorry, I don't have that to give. Medusa's here mid. Okay, that's a bit interesting.
Yeah, bro, a lot of lads don't give a shit. He's gonna kill Meph if it owes him money. Oh, and
there's
Meph
going to
does
be-
not owe him a single dollar.
Yeah, there's no owage here. There's no debts. Meth
There's a
is
salve and a clarity on Meph. Look at that. The
Meph is
gamer is
living-
regenning.
living with a good gamer score.
This is that
Credit
yolk
score.
soup coaching.
It's true.
It's called efficiency.
Double damage.
I get coaching
Push her.
from Yoke only when she gets placed on teams with me in-house.
Shoutouts,
We win every
shoutouts
single fucking game.
to Yokesu, public this cast detractor.
Radiant's middle
I think
tower
me and
is
Yoke have
under
lost one game together.
Ooh, U.S. Danny just kind of getting eaten here.
United States Daniel just... giving his body to Lad of Lads.
Not
Saying, here, lad. I know you've had a rough game. Let
One
me
for
give
the
you
road.
a boost. Now that we
Minus
are
an invite.
at almost the 10-minute mark, I think it is
we can
time.
finally check the net worth, yeah.
Oh, Lad of Lads. Oh, God. God,
And
that net worth.
Lad of Lads is the second lowest core in the game,
level
but
6. Can you show me levels, please?
sure. I don't remember the hotkey for it though. Here you go.
Show me. I mean, just like in the scoreboard, but.
Oh well, I hit it. Anyway, you can see him right here. Snapfire level 9. Snapfire level 9 compared to
How
Tiny's
is the
level 7.
Doom lower level than the Doom has minus and Devour?
Well, he's been using it very conservatively, and he's been getting hassled in
But like,
the
what
lane a
the
lot.
shit? Wizard. What the shit?
Well, you can see he is the highest net worth in the server. So is that good for you at least?
Yeah.
I would imagine,
Great.
by the way, the answer is because Undying has probably been staying a lot of time in a lane.
Katsu
Clock is
for that,
not.
actually, because
Yeah.
Doom is supposed to be solo laning IMO.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think Clock, because I
So
mean,
there's all right. Sorry,
I-
Wizard, Watson. I am sorry. You have a level 6 clockwork. That's why.
yeah, we'll
You're
say
not
this
level
much.
9.
It is a bit of
You
an
are
awkward situation because I do not
Almost
think
6K.
Clockwork should spend much of the game at below level 6. He's just not useful without ult. Unless your team
No,
is like
I agree.
great with him.
Which is why I like him as a 5, because you just stick him in the dead lane, and he gets levels. He might die 3 times, but
Peter
He's gonna
just
get
run
levels.
over.
where
Absolutely
he's still
demolished.
sticking a Jakiro down in this dead lane. That's my gripe about the Clockwork 4. I think it
Bean
can
just
work,
randomly died.
But yeah, it's not random. It's Clock 4 has a lot of levels and can just fucking run you down with hook, cogs, Q. You get caught out. Not a lot of health on a Luna.
We also missed. Cryptic specifically asked me to see somebody get kneecapped under a tier 1 tower. I believe we've probably missed that, unfortunately. Lad just got totally steamrolled here. And Enigma is still coming in. Everybody on that support line is just splitting up, is just running like the Dickens, trying desperately to avoid any kind of retaliation from this big, scary purple man. Meph gets very eager to chase into enemy territory and just go right down for it. Cryptic follows
Cryptic
suit.
also dying. Doom is still up too, which is a massive dub. I think
Undying
any
says he
team
hates
fight that you don't commit Stone Gaze, Kisses, or Doom is a massive dub if you win.
Right.
Because then you can just keep committing. No worries.
What's this man? Yep. Okay. I was about to ask, how close is he to blink? He's here to blink. He just got it right now.
There it is. Yeah. That's
Meph,
where
very
the,
brave. I really thought Danny was gonna chase it. Oh!
Well, Meph didn't take Danny with him.
Yeah.
So
I thought for a second Danny was gonna come along, but he
and
didn't.
the
It would have been a
mid
mistake
hook
for the
on
record.
Katsu does not matter. They are still gonna hit. But the Doom gets
Doom
off.
right on top. No, Danny,
Oh,
no!
Absolutely annihilate Sir Matt.
Danny just being like, oh, it says you're Doom. I have to make you Doom, man. Just throws him right into it. Undying is chasing Doom here, but has decided to turn around. US Danny fighting just a battle he cannot win.
Peter just showing people how this mid Snapfire works.
This is pain. This is a lot of pain in a very short time for the Dire here. That
I really do love the Snap mid though. I think I really like Snap 5 and I like Snap mid. I think it's fun to have a hero that is so like black and white.
right.
Like you can build this hero with Maelstrom, Daedalus, Deso, or fucking 4 Staff Glimmer.
Anything you want. Except, like, you probably shouldn't, like, I don't know. You probably shouldn't rush Kaya and Yasha or something like that. That probably wouldn't be too good.
No, but you know what I mean. Like, there's
Right,
a
yeah.
very like.
Well,
A
that
or
wasn't
B
that
build.
wasn't a talk. That wasn't me talking about what you were saying. That was me talking about what me was saying in response
Yes.
to that. Yeah.
Of course. It's just there's not many heroes in the game that can be built like that.
Wizard blinking out of trouble here. 3 to send on him. 3 and under
And
club on.
Cryptic kind of
Dejan.
just popping this ult for
No reason, yeah.
It's a Matty ult. It's fine.
And then he says no.
I have
brains.
been known to
Okay,
forget
no.
that Undying ult is not a save and just popping it before I die.
Yeah, not the best. I think what he was looking for there was some way to stop the blink dagger, but that didn't happen either. Okay, this is interesting. Not great positioning here. Black hole coming in,
Oh, the black
but
hole and
the
the star!
clockwork cogs immediately
Wizard's
messing
still
it up.
gonna die to the Eidolons. Does not matter. Peter with the kisses on top. He's
Just
just gonna
eats
take them
everybody.
both out. And Katsu's
Tusk
just gonna
once
die
more.
to the. Oh Jesus Christmas!
Oh.
Cryptic! Holy shit! The tombstone.
Only one downside to this whole affair. Bean was not involved with that, and which means that she's just having a farming contest with a lot of lads right now, which that ain't great. Bean definitely needs to be playing this game with the most aggressive strategy in mind she possibly
Yeah,
can.
because this is the point in the game where the Deuce and the Lena can be tied.
Where's Zelina?
With the way the Deuce's lane went, probably behind.
I like
But
Danny there
with the
trying.
Deuce, you want to be way gig ahead. All right, so they doom the Tusk.
Yep. I like Danny there trying to throw Tusk into it. Well, nice flare steal.
And
Trying to
Katsu
throw
just
Tusk
gonna-
in a way where he's not going to be taking quite so much damage anymore, but Cryptic forces
Cryptic.
right into here. 1
Oh,
second
yeah.
of Tombstone, does not elect to
Cryptic,
use it.
no fear. When you are full health and 3/4 mana on Undying, you are just like no fear. Absolutely, whatever the fuck you want to do.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Dyer's middle tower taking a dive out here.
And what are you gonna do? Like, he's gonna, if you commit on him, he's gonna pop his ult.
Dire's middle tower is under
Walk
attack.
away.
Right.
The beauty of Undying.
Yeah, the thing I should say here, though, the thing I think it is worth pointing out, even though so far the Dire is keeping relative parity with both money, it's still just a 2k advantage, with XP
Danny
and
needs a
everything.
shard.
Kind of does.
Desperately.
Even though the Dire is keeping parity in a lot of ways, one way that they are most certainly not keeping parity is, so far, strategically their towers, not looking too great for them, especially given
Well,
how
A-
much sheer push.
You typically, if you have an Enigma, that's your tower push, but Enigma is so fucking countered that you need
Something
another
else.
form of tower push. And that's where, like, when Tiny was busted, I would just first item, shard, echo, Tiny offlane, and just easy grind MMR. But why not try that now? It's...
Right.
You need it.
You do have the
I-
Luna,
Dire's
but Luna
top
so
tower
far
is
hasn't
under
really
attack.
been with the team here, has been spending a lot
Luna
of time
needs to
farming.
focus on just getting the damage,
Right.
not the tower push. Luna needs to AFK farm.
Well, I
while
mean, the
Tiny
thing-
puts
the thing is
towers
that-
with the team.
No matter how
She's
she builds
my
it,
boss.
she's going to get the tower damage anyway, so you might as well do it, right? Like, you can build
Well,
the
yeah.
damage and still just eat
Yeah,
things.
that's Luna gets tower damage. I'm talking early tower damage. You get
Right.
minute 15, you get that permanent tree shard. You can actually take the tier 2 towers, let Luna get the space, and then as your tree damage falls off, which it really doesn't,
Blessings upon a loyal
you
warrior.
know, let's be honest, it's still fucking nuts. Then the Luna comes on. And not much going on.
Unfortunately, I do not believe that there are two ways about it. I'm going to have to edit this goddamn video, make it 10 terabytes big. We are going to have to take a brief interruption. We will see you in just a minute.
Sure. What happened?